Hey, how's it going, Agwu? Oh, I did not mean to stream my window or my whole screen. There we go. Yep. Here, I thought I'd celebrate Thanksgiving by adding a turkey somewhere on the screen. So let's do that really quick. Oh no! Agwu, you have you have COVID. Sorry, I said turkey because I was looking up the word turkey as I said that. All right. Before we get on to important business, Agwu, are you all right though? Hopefully, you're coming down. And the waffle is first on Twitch. Welcome, the waffle. The dev waffle. Which one should we use? I kind of like this one right here. Where'd it go though? It's lost forever. Here, let's delete this. Let's add a new image. I asked for an alpha background and this is what I get. What is this? This is they gypped me. Let's try, what's another, this one's pretty good. Hopefully this is an actual alpha background. Okay, maybe it has to do with me being dumb. Here, wait, let me try opening this. In a new tab or open image. Here, wait. We could also open this and see if they're actually alpha. Fun fact, Google displays alpha backgrounds with full white, so I have to look for an image that's full white, like this one right here. So we'll go with, maybe we'll go with, oh my god, all of these are so nice. All these beautiful turkeys. I think we'll go with this one. Hey, how's it going, Skull? Okay, save image. Let's try this one more time. Oh no, it's still white. All right, whatever. We'll deal with it. Wait, let's see, properties. Oh, apply alpha. Here, let me try that again. Let me try this turkey. Yeah, I set to apply alpha, but it doesn't work. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's white and then has squares in the background. Oh, this one does. Oh, so this one works. Okay, let's try this one. Damn, I wanted to do game dev, and this is what we're doing. Oh, open image. All right, so hopefully this is correct. Yeah, this should work. Why is it saved as a? Can I save it as a PNG? All right, moment of truth. There we go. So now we got a turkey. I'll leave it right here in this top right corner. Or wait, let's see. I'm not sure where to keep it. We'll keep it up here. That way it doesn't get in the way of too many things. All right. Now we can officially do game dev. It's not a Thanksgiving stream without a turkey. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna work on animations today. So let's see what our game looks like right now. So I've noticed when other people play my game, for some reason, like, I don't know, there's like input from other people, that like sometimes messes with our animations. I'm not entirely sure what they're pressing. It might have to do with keyboard input. Let me see. Add a chroma key. Why do I need to add a chroma key? Let's see. Filters. Chroma key. And then what? Change color type to blue? Oh no. Green. Magenta. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, but what does the chroma key have to do with anything? Oh, you want me to make it like less like decrease the opacity? Oh, I see. I mean, it works. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about it anymore. But we can change the opacity and then make it huge. It's like in the middle of the screen now. No, that's dumb. I see. Yeah, I mean, we already have a chicken. I mean, a turkey. Do like this. Put them on the camera, like that. Yeah, I can put him like on my shoulder. He's like a parrot. On top of my head. Yeah, that's good. Alright, this is the final position. It's gonna stay there for the rest of the stream. Alrighty. Oh, and I'll do one more thing, and I'll put him in. Put him here too. Give me 1 second, Waffle. I'm doing some important stuff right now. We'll put him right here. Oh, we're not showing my. Oh, there we go. I'll put him in the top left. Alrighty. Now it's an official game dev stream. an official Thanksgiving game dev stream. All right, I'll look at this link real quick, and then that's it. Hopefully, it's not another Rickroll. Get sick bugged. Oh, get stick bugged. Oh man, I totally got stick bugged right there. Alright. So I don't think we have any more bugs in our game, or at least I didn't see any. Who knows? We'll see once people play the game. Let's wait for my controller to turn on. Alright. Yeah, so I noticed sometimes our animations don't play correctly. I think it usually has to do with like maybe our bounce state, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Let me see. So yeah, bounce state happens with the springs and like switching between the spring and the dash, maybe, or the climb state. Or sometimes we actually don't even play the move animation or the yeah, sometimes the move animation doesn't play. Like we'll be stuck in the idle animation. But what we're currently using, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was the quote-unquote bug that happens from time to time, where our coyote jump will still stay mid-air, and I think I know what causes it. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what's causing that coyote jump. Like we're able to like jump while we're like over here, which is shouldn't happen. Oh, you found a bug in my game? It's very bad. What's the bug? Hopefully, I feel like yeah. Let me just hear what the bug is. Cause I wanted to say that I fixed a lot of bugs in this version. But yeah, please let me know of this bug. Have I thought about putting an Easter egg in my game, like an Easter egg? So I do plan on adding Easter eggs. It's just like way down in the like bottom of the priority list, just because, you know. I actually did have an Easter egg at the older version of the game, where I showcased like other game dev projects. We still might do that, but I'll have to figure out like a more neat way to put it. Oh, you found a sick bug, I see. What would $10 do in the Kickstarter? $10 would get you the game, and get you like a supporter. I plan on adding like supporter roles on the what's it called? On the Discord, and credits in the and your name in the credits. Well, thanks for the follow, Scream Outlaw. So yeah, let's rewrite this animation. So currently what we're using is an animation tree, and it does seem to do its job properly, but I feel like I can't grasp like my head around it too much. And for some reason transitioning to certain animations doesn't work properly. And I'll show you guys I guess what it looks like and then what I plan on doing instead. So here's what it currently looks like. This is our animation tree, and it's not really an animation tree, it's more of like an animation web. It's all over the place and it looks crazy, and I don't know why it looks like this. I think what people usually do is they actually create multiple instances of an animation. So like, you might see I have like let's say, so we have the idle animation and then the jump animation, but you can see that different animations go from, like, you can go from the idle to the jump, or you can go from the dash to the, you can go from the dash to the jump. See, this doesn't even make sense. Usually you can't go from dash to jump, but you can go from dash. Actually, you can go from dash to bounce. So maybe that's what that's why I have it here. But let's see. But yeah, even dash and up dash, like they're like, it's just all over the place. And so what we're gonna do instead, I think this is what I did originally, was I just coded all of the animations, or like I coded when to play the correct animations. And what I did was I just played them at the start of every new state. So like every time we switched to a new state, we would loop a certain animation. So if you're in the idle, you would play this, and then what we would have to do is create another function to play, like, I guess, the idle loop right here. This is one animation, but then we have our idle loop, like, when the player like looks around, and then we have certain transition animations, like from the idle to the run, or let's say the idle, let me see, or the idle to the jump, or the idle to the run jump. Like there's a bunch of them. So this looks similar to the Unity animation. Yeah, I mean, it's an animation tree. I think it's a pretty common, I guess, practice to use an animation tree. I just don't think it's the correct. I'm not sure if it's the correct thing to use for my game. Maybe it is, or maybe it's. I feel like it's overkill, because I feel like this would be better for like 3D objects and stuff like that. All I'm using is sprites. Like literally every time a different animation is played, we're using a different sprite sheet. So all of these animations are organized here in our animation player. So if I double click on that, whoops, what's going on here? So this is our animation tree, or our animation player, and these are all of our animations. We have the fall, idle, idle jump arc, idle loop outro, all of these, wall climb, up dash, run jump, etc., etc. Yeah, this is the animator. So what we're gonna do instead, and we did this in the past, was we had an animation player script, or player animation function. And basically I would just match the state that we're in. So if we're in the idle state, we would play, or actually here we did travel. This is the animation state. This is using the tree, but instead we're just going to say, let's just actually grab a reference to this first. So this is an animation player. So let's grab that. Raycast, for raycasts. Just put it right here. Animation. We'll say onReady var animation player node equal to animation player. Simple as that. Go back to player animation, and let's comment out whenever we say new animation tree. It's technically not a new animation tree, that's just what I call the function. Let's just make sure we comment all of that out. So animation tree is ran where? In our change state, we do change animation state, and I think that's it. It was constantly ran in our animation player, and so basically in our physics process. So let's go back into animation player animation. And for the idle for now, what we're just going to say is animation, what was it? Animation player animation. animation player node dot play idle. But technically what we want to do when we switch to all of these animations, we want to check if we're transitioning to a certain animation or if we want to like loop a certain animation. So this, I'm trying to think here, because we could run this like based on what state the player is in. So what we could do, I'm trying to think, we could keep player, like we could have this function player animation, and all it'll do is change the last direction, like which direction the player is facing, or like which direction the sprite is facing, and we could leave it at that. And then we'll have another animation player specifically just for states, and it'll manage like when we transition and while we're in a certain state and what was our previous state, etc., etc. So yeah, we could do that. So we'll say player, what should we call it? Like func switch animation. I think that's what we'll call it. And then we need to match the state, and we also need to match. We don't have to match the previous state. I'm trying to think what's the best way to go about it. Yeah, we'll just match the state for now, and we'll see what we could do later on. So for now, we'll match idle. States.idle. And honestly, we could probably just copy all of these over since we're going to need them. Okay, so the idle animation is just going to play the idle. Move is going to play the, I think we call it, let me see. We call it run. And at the moment, this is running travel, but we're going to say animation player node. Animation. Play. And what's going on here? Paths. And for our slide state, let's see. In the slide state, doesn't seem like we have one, and I think that's because we run it in the change state function. So let's go back to change state animation. So we only have it handling the climb state, which is interesting. So what we'll do is, if you're switching to the slide state, if the animation is the slide state, we need to check what the previous state was. If the previous state was, let's say, the jump state, then we're going to keep it as... Wait, think about this. Oh wait, no, I don't think we have a transition for the slide state. We're just going to switch it to the wall slide animation. So wall slide, jump, we can say the same thing. Honestly, I should have just copied all of these over. And we'll worry about transitions afterwards. Alright, so for the look, we actually don't have a look state anymore, so let's get rid of that. The move state plays the run, the dash state. So we're going to have to run some transition animations here. For the dash state, we're going to say dash. Wall slide, jump is obviously jump. And yeah, we're gonna have some transition animations for this, and wall slide is slide. Let's handle states dot climb. There's going to be a few animations that we want to play for the climb state. There's going to be like the hold animation, but there's also going to be like the move animation while we're climbing. All the animation tree squares are like states. Yeah, kind of. Honestly, it's based on the states. Like they're called animation. Like in Godot, they're called animation states. But honestly, I haven't like I said, grasping my head around it was a little weird for me because I'm already using states for like my player. Like it was just weird for me. If I like do some more research on it, maybe I'll understand it some more. But yeah, for me, it was weird to use animation states, and the tutorials like around it felt like it was going against what I was doing. But yeah, maybe I'm just dumb. Who knows? But honestly, I think this will be more efficient because we don't really need to travel to certain animations, at least from what I've seen. All right, so right now we're just gonna play player climb idle. Actually, yeah, we'll leave it as player climb idle. And then I think what we're going to have to do is also have another function called like state animation. So like while you're in that certain state, if you're not moving, we'll match those. I think that's what we'll do. I think that makes the most sense. But for now, let's leave this the way it is. Idle, run, dash, jump, wall slide. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, let's do bounce as well. And we'll leave it with the jump animation. So states.bounce. And let's just copy this and we'll say copy over jump. All right, so it should work the same way. And when we're going to play this every time we enter a new state. So in enter state or in change. Yeah, in enter state. Just play it right here. Switch animation. And so most of these animations are meant to be looped, but that's another thing that we might have to figure out. So let's see. Okay, so you can see here we're going in the move state, and then we go back into the idle state for some reason. So let's see what's going on there. Idle. Let's see. Idle. When is idle played? Match state, idle. Move, run. Okay, so new animation tree, idle. What the hell? Are we still running one of these functions? What is this? New animation tree. What's going on here? So we actually had a new. Oh no, this is our function for running animation. Where something is playing animations. Unless, wait, let's see. Let's go back into switch animation. What we'll do right here is let's just say it shouldn't ever switch animations, which is weird. Well, like while we're still in a certain state. Switching animation state. Hey, how's it going, YouTunes? Oh, you know what's going on here? I think our animation tree is active, and that's why it's like switching back and forth. Okay, switching animation. What's putting us in the idle state? Let me see here. Let's just ignore this. Oh wait, let me see our animation player or animation tree. Oh, animation tree.active is set to true in our ready function. We'll get rid of that. Hey, how's it going, Ichachi? Happy Thanksgiving. Let's comment this out as well. And we have to comment this out. Oh, wait, why is new animation tree still running? Let's get rid of all of this. Oh, it's not running, it's just compiling here. Player.camera is equal to camera. Okay. Apparently, everything we're doing at the moment is screwing us up. Let's comment all of this out. Okay, there we go. Let me just restart one more time. Hey, how's it going, Neo? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. That's some tasty spaghetti. Yeah. I know it. Alright, so yeah. This is basically what the game used to look like with the with how we played our animations, but now we want to like have some like transition animations and like some animation loops, etc., etc. And let's see if our climb state works. So yeah, right now it's still idle because we don't have anything running for that, but we'll fix that in time. So let's do that. Let's create another function, switch animation. Let's do and this only needs to be ran for specific states. So which states? Probably the idle state. Do states dot idle. What other states do we need? States dot climb. Are there any other important animations that we need? Let me see here. So we have like the land. So I'm trying to think, do we want to put it in here? Like the switch animation, we could put like all of our transition animations. So yeah, maybe we could have a function called like, you know, like transition animations, then like default animations, and then like while in animation. And I think that would handle everything. Or we could just put all the transition animations in here since we are running it in like, I'm trying to think. Because then we could also have some signals that are sent after like a certain animation is done. So like we have like, instead of switching the animation to the run animation, if we change into the move state, we would just change it to the idle loop transition. And then after the idle loop transition is done, we would just play the run animation. I think that's maybe how we'll handle it. For now, let's just fix the while in state. animations. So for the climb state, let's just do this. Let me see how I handled it for. Oh, I think we commented it out. Let's do travel. I'm almost ready to go back to school. You're going to school, you tunes? I thought you taught school. So yeah, Thanksgiving, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like it's an American holiday, or like United States. Oh, you have to go to school to teach kids, I see. Okay. So let's see how we handled it for our climb state. We just check for move up input or move down input. Technically, we should see if we're actually moving, but I mean, this works too. I don't think there's ever a time. Actually, yeah, there is technically, like, if there's nothing above you, the animation would still play. Utunes is an American. Utunes is. Well, maybe I shouldn't say, unless he's comfortable with it. Okay, yeah, we'll just do move up input or move down input for now. So let's go into our switch state again, switch animation, and right over here. So the only thing is, we would have to check what our current animation. I think we would have to check what our current animation is. Let's try it out. What's it called? Climb. Well, climb. So yeah, it might keep restarting if we keep pressing play. So we'll have to check what our current animation is, and then. So I guess maybe what we'll do in wallet animation is check what our animation is instead of checking for the state. Wait, NPC, aren't you meant to be a lo-fi hip-hop streamer? Where's the music? You don't hear the music? Maybe turn it up a bit. Here, I'll turn it up a bit. Maybe I should play some Thanksgiving music. Oh no. I'm so sorry, YouTunes. So I have an update for you, YouTunes. I actually played it again, and I beat it in 3 minutes, but I also died 4 times. If I didn't die, I think I could have hit, like, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah, it was exactly 3 minutes and 0 seconds. But yeah, I think I could have hit like 2:45. Alright, so switch animation. We'll play this, or I mean, while in animation, we can. I'm trying to think. Yeah, let's just copy this for now. We'll try it in our while in state, but yeah, I think this would be. We would have to go about it a different way. Oh no, it's fine the way it is. Okay. But you can see like we go straight into the like the running animation from the idle state, and that's what we wanted to fix. So yeah, what we'll do here. I don't know if we want to make like a bunch of signals. What we can do, and I think we already have it here, is on animation finished. Let's go to this function here. At the moment, we just play the, we just say animation finished. But yeah, we can match what the animation name was, and based on that, just play the next animation that's supposed to play. We just need to make sure that let's say we're in the idle animation. The while in state doesn't need to technically run. So maybe we would handle everything here. I'm trying to think. What is the best way to go about it? Your best time is 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Well, I will say that is the high record, the highest, or I mean, I guess the lowest time from people that aren't the developers of memory. So that's definitely an accomplishment. I don't plan on putting myself as like the record keeper. You know what I mean? So that's you right now, YouTunes. I think that in Afterlife you should have the options menu when you open up the game. Not only the new game. I see. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I probably will do that eventually. Alright, so for our animation name, I guess we'll say if anim name, let's say match anim name. Get rid of that. We'll say, what are our animations? Let's see. We have idle loop right. We have idle loop intro, and we have idle loop left. The only thing with these animations here is that we actually don't want the idle loops to play just yet. We want them to be idle for like a specific amount of time, so like maybe like 5-10 seconds, and then we would play the idle loop. So maybe we'll save that, but what we should do is go from the idle run. So like if idle run is done playing, then we'll play the run animation. So let's do that. Match idle run. And in idle run, we'll say animation player. There needs to be a better way to wrap this node. Animation player node dot play run. So that should be it, and I think we have, let's see, oops, we have, no, that's it. I think already in our animation player we set it to not loop. Let's see, idle run, yeah, should not loop. Let's try that one more time. Hey, how's it going, NMB? Oh, so we didn't actually update it in our switch animations. Let's do that. Whoa, did you guys see that? Like all those frames like jumping around? So you know the idle run animation is not even that good. Like I mean it doesn't really show much of a transition. We'll probably update that later on. I guess yeah, it's fine the way it is. And at the moment, we don't have a fall animation. Honestly, this does look kind of cool though. I kind of like the way we fall when we're going from the slide state. I don't know if that's just me. I think it looks cool. So we actually might leave it the way it is, depending if you're. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're still going to need to include an a fall animation. I think we have that just yet, so we'll do that right here. After you go into the credits, you're unable to start the game again. Actually, yeah, it is a bug, and I have fixed it since then. I'll try uploading another version of this demo. Let's see. There's not like the game works at the moment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that should be. So we don't have any fudging happening while the player's in the jump state. We might want to include something. So like if I dash here, we'll fudge, but for no other case but the dash. I might fix that. Yeah, we might add some fudging there. Also, trying to see. Sometimes you might notice that our player is like skinny. Sometimes. Yeah, when we do two jumps, we're like skinny. I think that would be fine if the transition, let me see here. If the transition between those animations was fine, but I think what's happening here. Oh, you know what's happening? I don't think we actually. Wait, let me see here. So for some reason, it happens at the start of our jump animation. Or it might be from our idle? Oh no, not from our idle, from our fall. No, it's not from our fall. Let's see here. Do I even ever intend to stream without development, like a chill stream? I mean, if that's what the people want, but I mean, yeah, I feel like usually I just stream game dev. If you guys want to see me play video games, I could do a stream of me playing video games. I just, yeah, I don't know if people, if that's what the people want. You want that? So yeah, maybe we'll set up a dedicated day for like specifically just video games. So I'm trying to see which animation actually. It has to be a current animation, like an animation that we're using, but I don't see one where the player is being shrunk. Maybe, let me see something. I wonder if we still have any travel. No, we shouldn't. Yeah. Should probably get rid of all of this. You want me to rage so hard? I'm trying to think of a game that would make me rage. I don't think I've ever raged at a game. Sorry. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, so what? From the move to the jump, we... Oh, whoa. Let me see here. Switching animation. It goes from the fall to the jump. So like the only animation that could be playing is the jump animation. But if we look at that jump animation, all that's playing is this like, it's a single frame. So it's very strange. Same with the fall, and those are the those are the transition animations. Move, jump, fall. Wait, let's actually play that one more time. All right, I'll see you, Dev Waffle. Search for some hard old Flash Bridge games. You know, actually, I'm trying to think if a game like RimWorld would ever make me rage. Like sometimes some crazy stuff happens in RimWorld, and it's like it almost feels unfair. But at the same time, I feel like if people were watching me play, I'd probably keep my cool. Okay, so what's going on here? Idle, move, jump. Fall, idle, move, jump. So it could only be one of those. Let's see, move. That's run. Oh, but if we're switching to the run, we're switching to the idle run. So maybe it is the idle run. No, the idle run is fine. We also have the run jump arc. You know, I should just scroll through each of these animations and see which one makes our player skinny. I wish we could like zoom in. Oh, we can. Oh! It is the jump animation. Oh, wait. What was that? Run. I swear I just saw it. Like, it was playing, it was like a skinny frame, but now I don't see it anymore. Fall. Idle jump arc. Here, let's try this. Let's set our, what is it, OS? Go into world demo. Oh, wait a second. It's random. So it's fine here. Animation finish jump. So the current animation is the jump animation. But maybe, well, our texture is being updated, our frame is being updated. If I were to make a new key, oh crap. Say I make a new key here. This is 1, this is 0. Oh, whoops. So yeah, it's the first frame that has this weird texture to it. You know what it is? Maybe we had duplicates on top of each other. So it would randomly play that animation. Let's see. So we'll delete this. Let's play it one more time. No, it's still playing. What we could also grab is the frame. Maybe it's a bug with our game. Let me look at switch animation again, and in our fall animation, in our jump animation, let me just print frame. So yeah, right here, our current animation is 1. Press it again. It's also 1. And then we switch to the jump state. Our animation finished. It's the jump animation, but our current frame is still 0. It's set to 0 for some reason. And I'm not sure why, because this frame is the value of 1. Let me make sure that this is repeating itself. Maybe that's why. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, this is our jump animation right here. It goes from the 0 frame. The number of H frames we have is 2. And yeah, the value is set to 1. Let me try. I'm going to try duplicating this and keeping. Let me try keeping it like this. Maybe that'll help. No, it's still playing. I don't get it. Oh, wait. No, yeah. The correct frame is playing. Let me see. What other tracks can we add? Yeah, it's always 1. this up. You are using process to play idle or walk animations. That's probably the issue. One frame you are telling it to play the attack animation, and the next it returns the idle or walk. I'd recommend a tutorial to set up animations. Maybe it's too fast, or you have too few frames. So I guess transitioning between the frames is an issue. So let's see here. Oh, but I don't want to use an animation tree. I wonder if we did in our jump animation. Let me just see something. We'll know if it's if there's an issue with our animation player. It could be that we're switching between animations pretty quickly. But one thing I want to try is right here. We'll say it's equal to 1. Let's see if we ever get that issue again. We still do. Happy Thanksgiving, Skull. Happy Turkey Day. So yeah, for some reason, when we're playing the jump animation, it's set to the first. I wonder why. I mean, what we could technically do is switch this to the idle jump. Basically, here, let's try this. Let me see if we're messing with our frame anywhere else. No, we don't. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Dova? So let's do we have the idle state as one animation that we have a transition animation for, so states.idle. And the jump states. We have the run jump. Let me just see something. You might just want to play the jump animation here. Let me just make sure. Let's see the difference. Honestly, I think what we'll do instead of a match statement is we'll say if previous state is equal to this idle state. Because if there's any other state that plays, honestly, we could just do run jump, but we might have some more animations to play. So let's just say else. He looks lonely. Sub 3 mins, easy peasy. Go for it. Go for it, William Hiltz. How many lines of code do I reckon you got in the whole game? I'd say, so the player alone is 2,000, close to 2,700. But I mean, there's like lines in between and stuff like that. So like around maybe 2,000 lines. And then, I mean, let's see, like our main scene doesn't have that much. Our demo, I'd say in total, maybe like 5,000 to 7,000, around that. Technically, there's a lot more of like just random crap that I made, like random mechanics that I've removed from the game since then. But yeah, I'm not including that. Must be hell to debug. It's not too bad, considering like, I mean, it's, you know, like I know where everything is. You know, like I can, like usually if I find a bug, it's like, you know, I've noticed it. I'd be like, oh, like, yeah, I remember making that. That was probably pretty dumb of me. Especially that player file. Yeah, the player file is probably what gives me the most issues. Especially like if like yesterday we added something with adjusting the player position on the wall, and like we have all these raycasts on the player, and so like we were only checking for collision with one of the raycasts, but then moving the player only used one of the raycasts. That gave us some issues. But yeah, like it was pretty easy to figure out just because like I already know how it works. If this was like, you know, someone else's code, usually it's much harder for me to like, I don't know, decipher what they're trying to do. He debugs like he speed runs his own game with cheats. Damn. I don't cheat on my speed runs. Do I need a moderator for my stream? I feel like it's pretty tame at the moment. Hey, how's it going, British Geek Guy? Happy Thanksgiving. And no worries. Thanks for stopping by, though. Dev Waffle, you are a active part of this community. What about the sex messages? You guys don't like the sex messages? The sex bots that join from time to time? If you guys didn't like it, then I'll remove them. I thought people liked it. Who's gonna be my sensei? I don't know, Big Brother, maybe. YouTube is the overlord. Hellspawn, you like me? Thank you, Hellspawn. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish we could get more, bots in here. All right. So you can see those 3 frames play at the beginning of the scene, and that's because we just need to make sure that it updates on the ready function. But did we fix it? Oh no, we didn't. What is going on? Why is this playing? Wait. Let me see one more thing. I wonder if it's our run jump animation. We're not even playing the run jump animation. What I'm thinking is maybe we should just redo this animation. Maybe it's bugged. Let's try this. H frames is 2, which is correct. The texture is correct. I'm gonna try duplicating this, or maybe no, I'm not even gonna duplicate it. Let's just make it from scratch. So I guess you guys can see how an animation player works. Basically, it's similar. It's a little bit more complicated than a animation sprite because you can manipulate basically anything. Like you can animate anything you want with an animation player. That includes like manipulating the H frames. You could honestly you could change its scale. You could do basically anything that you like. Anything that you want to manipulate on your player sprite or literally any object. You would use an animation player, and that's what I've been using. So we can add a track, or honestly, all we have to do is go into our sprites and add some keys. This animation. Oh, and you could also edit the textures here. So we'll go and grab our jump animation. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's this one right here, idle jump. So we'll throw that into our player. Add that as a frame. You can see this little button right here. That's the key button. Create reset tracks. Honestly, this is like a new thing with 3.5, I believe. I've never actually used it. I've been adding it, but I don't actually know what it does. So we'll just ignore it. So we have our texture set up, and now we want to add our H frames, which is going to be 2. Add that. And then we want to add the frame itself, which is going to be 1. Now, why does it look weird though? Oh, because we put frame chords, not the frame itself. This whole game is bugged. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. Yeah, the bots are the best. Let me try reloading our game here, because, I don't know what's going on here, but, these textures are importing incorrectly. Oh, you know what might be happening here? Whoa. H frames is set to 8 here, which is correct. Let's look at our sprite. Oh no. We did something very, very wrong. believe this is 9 frames. No, 8. For some reason, it's saved onto all of our frames. 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames. There we go. So that updated properly, and then for some reason, this final frame 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our 5th value. The 5th one is, it just turns into this random blob here. Our resets get messed up. Let's see, what's our H frame? Oh, you know what happened? When we added the adding the reset animation, or whatever this is like screwing everything over. I'm gonna try deleting just the whole thing. Let's look at idle jump. Okay, so I think it's back to normal. Jump is fine. Jump 1 is still weird, but we can fix that. I'm not going to create a reset track. That's what screwed us up in the first place. H frames is 2. The current frame is 1. Set this over here. We don't need it to loop. And that's literally it. Okay. And then in our script here, we're just going to set on switch animation. Let's try jump 1. And we're going to try it for all of them. So did I... do I go to college? So at the moment, I don't go to college. At a certain point, I was in college. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to be a game dev. So I stopped going. There we go. Okay, yeah. So honestly, I think just something was wrong with the animation. That specific animation. It was playing the first frame for some reason. I don't know why, but we figured it out. And I'm gonna play it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, there we go. We can go back into playing this at full speed. Give me 1 second. We have an issue on one of our servers. Oh my god. Who banned this guy? Sorry, we had a bot on our server, one of our servers. And they posted. Speaking of sex bots, we had a bot posting. Oh, what happened to my stream? It's like. There we go. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just deleting all of these bot posts. No, so this is not for memory. This is for another server I'm on. Oops.
I am a creative person, said hot girl.
Oh my god, I I hope you guys didn't hear that. Alright, we're almost done here. I would share it, but it's literally has nude images on it. And for some reason, like usually when you ban someone, you can delete its previous messages. But for some reason, I wasn't able to delete its previous messages, so I literally have to like go through every single channel. Alright, I think we're done here. Alrighty. Wow. Whew. That took a hot minute. I already forgot, but you know the deal is probably like girls in your area looking to do something with you. Join our Discord. Alright, so we fixed our animations. Oh my god, it's funny. Switching from the 0.5 speed to normal speed feels like it's way too fast now. You want a game dev? You can game dev. Lucky for you, there are a bunch of free engines out there that literally allow you to be a game dev in less than 24 hours. There's actually this book, I forgot what it's called, something about game design, and it's like the first thing that they teach you about game development and stuff is like to keep like repeating to yourself like, hey, I am a game dev, because a lot of people will a lot of people deal with like imposter syndrome, where they like will question themselves and think like, hey, I'm not supposed to be a game dev, or I'm not good enough to be a game dev, but that's not true. It just takes some time and dedication. But if you keep repeating to yourself, you basically create an identity of being a game dev. Same thing with anything, actually. Like there's this book called Atomic Habits, and they explain like there's basically identity-based actions, and then there's habit-based actions. basically habit-based actions control your life and like your end goals. So like, if for your entire life you like all you do is like play video games, for instance, then you become a gamer, but then at the same time you also like, if you don't strive for anything, then you become someone who doesn't ever strive for anything. But if you have identity-based goals, then you're more likely to get like achieve what you want to do. So like, let's say for our example, you say that you're a game dev, then all throughout your life your habits are going to be, well, your habits basically subconsciously become game, like the correct habits of a game dev. Same, or like another good example is like cleaning up your room. Like if you clean up your room, your identity becomes someone who cleans their room, or someone who's organized. So Mother Force is a great book. Check it out. I do like reading those types of books, like the self-improvement. And it's usually not anything that you don't already know, but it's kind of like, it just puts you in that mindset of like, I don't know, reaching your goals, I guess. I'm not giving it too much credit. But yeah, highly recommend. What's the book? Yeah, Atomic Habits is a great book. I actually have it right here. Somewhere back there. Yeah, that other book, let me try to find it for you guys. The Gamedev book, it's also pretty good. It's like everything Gamedev. I don't know if it's technically, it might be a little outdated. Let me see. I know it's in our solo development subreddit. So, what is it? Reddit.com. If you guys are interested in game dev, by the way, here's the solo development subreddit. But what we're interested in at the moment is the books. We should update this. But yeah, game programming patterns by Robert Nystrom. Oh no, sorry. The Art of Game Design by Jesse Schell. Highly recommend. It is pretty expensive though. If you can find a PDF version online, I would say get that. But okay, let's get back into it. So we don't have any transition animations, or we don't have any idle animations that play, or like looping animations that might play in the idle state or maybe in the fall state. So we'll work on that next, and maybe some transition animations. So instead of saying idle, instead of saying idle run, we should check what the previous state was. So we'll say if prev state is equal to states dot idle. Thanks for the follow. This noob got insane skill, or insane's kill. No, I'm just kidding. I read a book called Level Up. It's really good too if you are new to the game dev world. It makes humor, so it's not that dry to read. It's called Level Up. I haven't heard of that. Let me see. Sounds pretty cool. This one right here. I might get something like this. Game Programming Patterns is apparently also a really good book. And here's The Art of Game Design. So, let's just make sure that if we are playing idle run, I think we already did it. At the end of our idle run animation, we want to make sure it's playing run. Technically, we also want to make sure that the state is still run. But yeah, if we're playing a new animation, it should reset this animation. Like, this should never actually finish. I'm pretty sure. Thank you. I'm blessed. I have +5 vitality at the moment. Yeah, I know. Thank you for blessing me. But yeah, I was just making a joke. +5 vitality. You know, like you ever played like an RPG or something. It's humor. Oh, you're an NPC as well. So actually, I didn't have too much. I don't know if we want to play some of these transition animations. Let's see. Like honestly, I think we're going to redo all of these animations either way. Wait, let me see here. Oh, we deleted it. Okay. So I think the only one that I guess is sort of important is the idle jump arc, or the idle loop outro. So we'll work on that. So I think what we're gonna do is while we're in the animation state, we need to start like an animation timer, and at the end of that timer, we would play the looping stuff. And I think that's how we did it previously. So you might see that we have an idle animation timer already set up. So let me just look at that. Idle animation. Idle animation timer that starts. So yeah, at the start of our animation, we set idle loop animation to false. We have this. I guess we have a. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure. I have this set up properly. So the idle loop animation timer start. Well, it does start immediately, and then we set it to true. Let's see here. So after that timer, which is 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, it's set to true. So what we'll do. I'm thinking at the end of this animation, maybe we'll just say idle animation, switch animation, or we can say, think about this. Yeah, we could literally just access our animation player again. I don't know if this is the best way to do it though. Animation or switch animation. basically we would switch our animation to the well, we don't have anything set up yet, but we would basically grab this variable. If idle animation is set to true, idle loop animation is set to true, we'll switch to that loop. So let's go back into, do we want to do this in switch animation? Yeah, I think we do. Or we could do this in while in animation. Handle the idle here. When I say redo the animations, I mean the textures. The code for the animations are gonna stay the same. But yeah, we're still gonna have to edit it. So I really want to have more transition animations. So like from the jump to the dash, I would love to have, or like from the dash to the fall, I'd love for the player's hair to like move around, or if you were running for a long period of time and then you just abruptly stop, it'd be nice if there was like a slide, like a slight slide where your hair moves forward a bit, and all of that. That's all with time. I don't think we're gonna do that anytime soon. But yeah, it would be pretty cool, I think. And this would get more complicated. Honestly, we might even switch to the animation tree if it gets too complicated in code. I haven't. Maybe I need to explore the animation tree a bit. Yeah, at the moment, I know there aren't going to be any animation bugs if I code it like myself. So that's why we're doing it here. All right, so we'll say animation. Animation player node dot play. We'll say it plays the, what is it, idle. Oops. So we have the idle loop outro. We have the idle loop right, or yeah, idle loop outro and idle loop right. I thought we had an idle loop left, but maybe I'm tripping. Idle, yeah, we only have those two. So we'll just switch to the idle loop right, and then we'll do the outro. And then, you know what I'm thinking, actually? Instead of putting this in the while in animation, we could put this on the animation finished. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Yeah, right here. So if our animation is idle, we'll say animation player node dot play idle loop right. But also, if we need to also make sure that we're checking for, what is it, the idle loop animation, if idle loop animation. If idle loop animation player node play. And then on top of that, what are we also actually what we're gonna want to do instead? I'm trying to think, because now it's not the idle animation. We're gonna be in idle loop right. So technically, yeah, we'll just do it like this. It might get a little ugly here. We'll say this exact same thing. Oops. So another thing that might be happening is at the end of this animation, technically if an animation finishes and then we I don't know if this is like what happens first in like our hierarchy. That actually what might be, actually don't know. Well, we'll find out right now. Basically if an animation finishes and then we want to switch to another animation, I don't know if it's going to run this one first before it actually says to start another animation. So we'll have to look into that. But if idle loop animation and this is true, then we're going to say idle loop outro. And we're also going to want to make sure. Actually, what we could do, instead of checking for this, we could set it to false almost immediately. Like that. Yeah, we could leave it like this. And then what we'll do is set idle loop animation to equal false here. Oh, wait, I thought of a better idea. Let's get rid of that animation finished, or idle animation timer. Idle animation. Oh, wait, no. Wait, let me think about this. Well, we might leave it the way it is for now. Idle loop animation is equal to false. We start this. At the end of that, we play this. And then at the end of this, we're going to play idle again. And idle loops. We won't have to worry about it again. And then we're going to want to start that timer again. So animation, what was it? Idle animation. We don't have a reference for it just yet. We'll just say idle animation timer. Hey, how's it going, Fernando? Fernando is also working in Godot. He's working on a 3D, like, I don't know what you technically call it. It's like, it is a space game, but it's not like a typical like fighting space game. It's like a traveling, scavenging, mission-based, dialogue, quest-based RPG type of game. Just released it. Oh wow. Maybe we should play this. Maybe we should play it on stream actually. Here, let me finish this animation and we'll play test it for you. Must be a very satisfying pineapple, though. So at the moment, you can see we're. How are we automatically playing the? Wait, let me just make sure. Oh no, I feel like might have to use the bathroom pretty soon. And it's not number one. I actually might have to end the stream here. It's like, oh my god, it's bad. I think I'll end the stream here. Sorry, Fernando. I think I'll play your game. Oh, here, wait. Let me just. We'll finish this really quick. A real game dev has a bucket next to their chair, you know? I guess I'm not hardcore enough. Yeah, we're automatically placed into the right animation. One thing that we need to make sure of is that this animation is not looping. So here, wait. Idle loop. Oh, we do have idle loop right and left, and we have intro too. These are the animations that we actually wanted to play. But let me look at right. Let's make sure that none of these are looping. Idle loop outro. Idle loop intro. Idle loop left. Well, one thing, it shouldn't play the. I don't know why it's playing. that first animation. Oh yeah, we can't find our player. Good programmers work under stress. You know, actually, whenever I have to like use the bathroom, like pee or something, I feel like I play better like in video games. I don't know if it's the same thing for programming though. All right, so let's see something. Why? Switch animation. When we enter the animation, play the idle, and then once that animation is done, animation finished. On animation finished, if we're idle, if idle loop animation is set to true, which it shouldn't be true, but it seems like it is. Let's see. Let's see. On idle animation loop. Oh, what the hell? This should be. What the hell is this? Idle animation timer? Idle animation timer should be. This is on timeout. So yeah, it should be set to true, and then we run switch animation. Actually, we don't run switch animation. Let's comment that out. And, oh wait, there's another thing that we didn't make sure of. We need to make sure that the player is still in the idle state when this happens. If state is equal to states.idle. Oops. Still happening. Let's see here. Idle loop. This is the only time that it's set to true. Idle animation timer. Oh, so we were looking at idle timer, but this is. Yeah, idle animation. Animation finished. How is this true? Yeah. Yeah, although it's, you know, you ever get those moments where you really have to go and it just stops. But it's probably not healthy, but I do want to keep coding. Let's see here. Animation finished, idle loop. How? So idle run is being played. And then at the moment it should be idle. How is this starting idle loop right? Did we actually mess up here? Let's see. I think that's what we did. No, we set it to idle. All right, guys, it's coming back. I'm gonna end the stream here. Oh shit, let's freaking raid someone. Oh my god. Sorry, Fernando. I will play your game. I'll play it on my next stream. Where did you play Fernando's game? Fernando? Here, let's... Oh my god. Let's do this real quick. Fernando, why is there no link on your profile? Oh wait. You're killing me, Fernando. Oh, incompleted games. Okay. There's the link.
People are subbing like fucking.
Here, we're going to raid. I think Irish John is.
Tomorrow.
He's streaming right now.
As well. I think Busa wanted to be in on that, so maybe later on we can talk about it.
Alrighty, fellas. I will see you.
See
See you around.
Good stuff.
Sorry you had to cut the stream short.
And crazy good, yes. I haven't a thing to show. No problem, Claire. Claire, listen, Claire. We've all seen you about the place, doing the thing. All right, we're going to be following you anyway, and we'll check it out for real on live. Wish I knew how to make a game. Smurf, you do. Listen.
Peace.
You're already in a place where you can learn about that stuff. Just download Unity right now. Right now, go to unity.com or whatever the fuck it is. Right, Google it. Google Unity Game Engine.
All right, I'll see you guys on YouTube. See you, Skull. See you, YouTunes, and everybody else.